Yeah, what's up, people? It's your boy, Mr. Che. This is Sports Prediction Arena. A lot of Chelsea fans appear not to be happy with the signing of Samu Omorodion. Of course, so many of us prefer Victor Osimhen to Omorodion, but this is the player that the Chelsea management has decided to sign, and there is absolutely nothing anybody can do about it. I have reported on so many occasions that this is the player that Chelsea has been looking for or going for throughout this transfer window. And I also made it clear that Osimhen only get linked to Chelsea during the last African Cup of Nations, which Didier Drogba was the one projecting this very narrative. Chelsea has never made any official offer to Napoli, nor to Victor Osimhen, to join Chelsea. This is just the reality, a sad reality, of course, because this is not what so many of you want to hear. There are so many news platforms that have been linking Osimhen to Chelsea, but in reality, Chelsea on their own has not gone for Victor Osimhen. I can't say that there is no interest, but Chelsea hasn't officially shown any interest in Victor Osimhen in terms of communication between Napoli and Chelsea. So that is just the situation. And the reason why I strongly feel that Chelsea might not be signing Osimhen this transfer window is because Chelsea relies on selling players to be able to make signings. I have said it before that Chelsea signed a lot of players last season, and their objective for signing these players was to qualify for the Champions League. Unfortunately, Chelsea didn't manage to qualify, meaning that Chelsea cannot replicate the kind of signings they made last summer. Otherwise, they risk breaching the financial fair play rule. So that is exactly why Chelsea are trading in the manner they are trading. Now, to let you know what makes me strongly feel that Chelsea might not sign Osimhen this transfer window. Now pay attention to this. Chelsea has sold so many players this transfer window. Number one of them being Lewis Hall to Newcastle. Chelsea sold him for £28 million. Then the second person is Ian Marston to Aston Villa. Chelsea sold him for £37.5 million. Then Omari Hutchinson to Ipswich Town for £25 million. Michael Golding to Leicester City for £5 million. Conor Gallagher to Atletico Madrid for €42 million. If you put all this money together, you get something around £137 million. Then, on the other hand, Chelsea has made so many signings this transfer window. Chelsea have signed Estevao Willian for €65 million from Brazil. Chelsea have signed Omar Kellyman from Aston Villa for £19 million. Chelsea signed Kenan Dosbury Hall from Leicester City for £30 million. Chelsea signed Marc Guéhi from FC Barcelona for €6 million. Chelsea signed Renato Viega from FC Basel for £14 million. Chelsea signed Aaron Anselmino for $20 million from Boca Juniors, Argentina. Chelsea signed Felipe Jorgensen for £24.5 million from Villarreal. Chelsea signed Caleb Wiley from Atlanta United in the United States for $8.5 million. Then the last but not the least is Sam Omorodion. Chelsea just completed a deal with Atletico Madrid for the signing of Sam Omorodion in a deal worth £35 million. Then if you put all this together, that is if you calculate the amount that Chelsea have realized from selling players, subtracting the amount that Chelsea have spent so far in buying players, you realize that Chelsea is already running about £50 million in deficit, meaning that Chelsea must have to do everything possible, considering the situation at hand, the financial fair play rules, to be able to make any other signing. However, even from the $50 million, you have to subtract the amount that Atletico Madrid paid for Conor Gallagher, because Chelsea actually used the money they realized from Conor Gallagher to sign Sam Omorodion. Atletico Madrid paid €42 million for Conor Gallagher, while Chelsea paid £35 million for Sam Omorodion, which is around £39 million. So if you put that together, you realize that Chelsea are still running within the amount they've realized versus the amount they spent in this transfer window. I have repeatedly said that Chelsea can only buy when they sell, and that is just the situation if you do the math yourself. Then if Osimhen has to be signed, then Chelsea must have to sell the players they have earmarked to be sold this transfer window, other players that needs to be sold. Number one is Trevoh Chalobah. Trevoh Chalobah will definitely earn Chelsea something around £25 million. Then Lukaku is expected to realize between £20 to £25 million. Then the next is Broja. Broja will get Chelsea like £10 million. That will Fofana £10 to £15 million. Then Kepa between £15 to £20 million. Kepa Arrizabalaga. So if you put all these together, all these amount that I've just mentioned together, they are not even up to £60 million in total. And you are going to sign Osimhen that is currently worth around £120 million. I honestly don't think that Napoli would allow Victor Osimhen to join Chelsea on loan. Reason being that you don't expect them to, send 25 million pounds to Chelsea for Romelu Lukaku and also send Victor Osimhen to Chelsea on loan. They will definitely feel like they are getting robbed. So in this situation, they must stand their ground. The only thing I think they can do here is to reduce their asking price for Victor Osimhen. And Chelsea must have to let go of these players that I've mentioned, and they must realize money from them to be able to, pursue this deal. So it's a really, really difficult situation for Chelsea signing Victor Osimhen. And that is why I have concluded that Chelsea might end up not signing Osimhen this transfer window.